What's up, boys? Sun's out. I'm out. I'm up. Switched from coffee to Monster. But hey, it's better than what I was up to last night, huh? Just sucks. Again, I appreciate you guys, reaching out to me, and those of you guys that took the time to do that. That was really nice of you. And it just goes to show you that, especially somebody with my past, that'll be the last time that happens. There's just no room for error, you know what I mean? And that stuff is just that's what it's all about. It's all about error, and can't do it. So we're gonna stay focused, and we're gonna stay on track. We're gonna do what we do, and I guess we're gonna spend a little bit more time. I'm gonna spend a little bit more time behind the transmitter. I was always bitching about how I never had time, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of idle time now. Of course, when I don't have my daughter. Yeah, so this thing is an absolute mess, man. The clay it's dried up to the point now where it's just, I don't know if you can see how much clay is stuck in that wheel, but it's ridiculous. It's just caked in there. It's almost to the point where it's touching the hub. So there's no way this thing doesn't weigh like 5 or 10 pounds more. But man, it ran great. Those couplings, I definitely recommend them. I definitely do. Like I was saying, one of the other guys was having an issue with a Fat Dad shaft. The front shaft was, the pin kept falling out, and it's the type of shaft that has the grub screw or the set screw in it, and he tightened it. He did everything he could. He put Loctite in there. He heated up the Loctite, to get it sticky and get it to hold. And no matter what he did, it just kept popping out. But because of that, he was, of course, fucking with getting the shaft out of the cup. And we all know those rings are a pain in the ass. And so this quick coupling setup just eliminates all of that. And it's a relatively cheap upgrade. I mean, if I could do it again, I probably would have spent the money and bought the FID one that comes with the drive boot. And it's a similar design, but it comes with the drive boot. Those FLM Forever cups, definitely buying a set for the front. Those are fucking awesome. You just have to chamfer the tip of your pin, one of the edges of the pin, and then just slide it up in there, your dog bone, you just slide it right up in there. I noticed the push-pull rod, the steering arms. Again, they're super loose. They need to be tightened up, but even when they are tightened up, this whole setup's still kind of wonky. You know what I mean? It's just, I guess it's just the nature of the beast when it comes to this thing. It's just going to get loose, and I'll do my best to keep it tight, but the Killswitch is what's bothering me. Like I was saying, I don't know how, if I got into detail in the previous video, what was happening was the Killswitch was engaging, and it wasn't engaging enough to kill the engine. It was engaging just ever so slightly, almost as if somebody was just tapping the button. You know how if you just tap it, it doesn't kill it. You got to kind of hold it for a second. Well, that's what was happening, and the Killswitch light was going from green to red. So something's going on. I don't know if it was glitch sensitivity or what. I mean, I checked the wiring. It looks to be okay, but there might be an issue up in here. Who knows? Maybe the kill switch wire that runs down. Maybe I pulled on it or something when I was changing out the clutch. I'm not sure. So I'm gonna have to just kind of trace it back and see what I find. And in the end, hopefully, I can get the kill switch working again, because I'd hate to shelf it, you know what I mean? I paid over $100 for that damn thing, and I do like some of the other options and features that it has, but if I have to, I will, because aside from that, this thing is like, again, it just goes to show you don't need to spend $3-4 grand, you know what I mean, $2,500 to build one of these things that's capable of a decent, a good track day. I'm still running nickel metal hydrite. I'm running cheap servos, a G320 and a decent set of tires. These are $65 J Concept tires. You know, they weren't $100. These are cheap King Motor wheels. These things got to go. These bead locks are terrible. All they did was just hold all that clay. So I'll just switch back to the regular style. I mean, I even went back to the original diff housing, you know, the center diff housing and the tower, all plastic. This I switched back because the other one was so chewed up from the spur hitting the edge of it that the bearing wasn't sitting right in it. And the bearings that were in this one, this was the takeoff one that came with the King Motor Deluxe. The bearings that were in it were in better shape too. So, but I am gonna have to switch it out and go with an open one if I decide to go with an FS clutch. That FID diff, center diff, I can't say enough about it. That thing was awesome. No issues, no leaking, everything's dry in there, which is an absolute, I mean, that's amazing for this truck. I've always had issues with that diff every single time I've taken it to the track. So I'm stoked, man. I'm gonna get it cleaned up and take a look at the what life's left on that clutch. I guess order up a new one, order up a new clutch housing, and figure out what's going on with the Killswitch. And I think it's finally time I spend some real money and buy the outerwear brand, because this cheap shit is just, it is what it is. It's cheap shit. Although this is happening only because I didn't have the body bolted, and so what happens is it rubs real bad. So, but either way, this thing sucks. It's got to go. Take that preload out of the suspension, maybe change the shock oil, go with something a little bit lighter, 30 weight, and I should be good to go. Because other than that, she looks like, you know, wait till you see the video, guys. You're going to shit. This thing ran good, and I was so much faster than I've been in the past. So much faster. It felt good. It really did. I needed it, man. I'm sure you guys could tell after the week I've had, it felt good to get up there. And once I got some of the issues sorted out anyway, the kill switch, the clutch situation, I ran for, I don't know, I put 2 or 3 tanks through it, which isn't that much when you think about it, but it was enough for me, you know. And we had a good day. So December 15th, the next open track day, I will be there, unless I have my daughter. I haven't checked the calendar yet, but we'll definitely get some more footage. I want to try to get some onboard footage. You know, if there's more guys there and there's more trucks on the track, I think that'll be kind of cool. You know what I mean? To see it from that perspective. So yeah, man, doing this thing on a budget, I was able to make it happen. This truck was, all in all, pretty reliable. And I'm gonna keep doing it. We're gonna keep taking it up. If anything, I may put a silence pipe on that Vector clone and take that up there, and, you know, see if I can send it off a few of those jumps. If not, maybe just tool it around the track. I don't know. At least get it out. You know, I'm not sure that King Motor engine that's in it, that little 30.5, has enough balls to even send that thing off of any of those jumps. But I think it would still be fun on the track just to see how it performs with that solid axle. So yeah, stay tuned, guys. Thanks for watching. Again, thanks everybody that took the time to comment. Those of you guys that you know, that reached out to me, I appreciate it. I'm gonna be all right, man. We're gonna do what we got to do, and just focus on my daughter and doing the right thing. So stay tuned.